Welcome back to Sabina Park as we get ready for JPL quarter-final action in the Ray Nephew Jamaica Premier League. Waterhouse versus Tivoli Gardens, the first leg of two in the quarter-final round. And what a moment we are queuing up for as we continue to push the theme of memories. What great memories will unfold today. Getting ready for the walkout of the officials, as well as the teams. The FIFA banner there before. A great moment awaits us. As the FIFA anthem echoes across Sabina Park, the anthem of the communities represented in this quarterfinal matchup will also echo. Waterhouse, a tough inner city community, versus Tivoli Gardens that holds that distinction, but between them they have won 7 titles in national top flight football. Waterhouse, 9 times they've been to the final, but in many of those occasions they've been only the bridesmaid. Tivoli Gardens, they've won it 5 times and they've had a couple second place finishes as well. But the story of this particular moment, the return to form of Tivoli Gardens. Last season they were 11th in the league. This season they are 3rd with the highest goal scored and the top scorer. They have a new coach in the form of Jerome Waite. What a transformation. Waterhouse, they've been consistent. Last season they were good. This season they have returned with quality and a revelation in the form of Javane Bryan in front of goal. Can all the cards play for either team? Let's see how it unfolds. A draw can be a result in the first leg, but the second leg must be decided with a winner. Dean Smith in commentary, Chris Taylor with me. And Chris, what a great moment we have. What a great atmosphere.
Great to see football back at Sabina Park. Lovely matchup as well. As I said, Tivoli Gardens, the most improved team, arguably the coach of the year as well in Jerome Waite. Both been to the finals 9 times, but the luck has been a far disparity. Tivoli winning 5 out of those 9. Waterhouse just 2 out of the 9 as we see the 4 officials.
Akita Nicholson, FIFA referee, has the whistle. Damien Williams and Richard Archer, and the 4th official is Alexi Perry.
Waterhouse, you would probably say, peaking at the right time. 3 wins out of their last 5 games for Waterhouse to ensure that they snuck out that 6th place position. And they're under heavy pressure from Montego Bay United, who ended the season well as well. And Dumble Holding, who were for a long period of this season in that number 6 position. They fell away at the back end.
Well, let's see the team that Marcel Gill, the head coach, has put out for Waterhouse. They line up as a 4-3-3. Kamar Foster in goal, Samar Dallas, Jaheim Brown, Christopher Matthews, and Kenley Deacon in the back 4. In the middle of the park, they have Nicole Christian, Donata Thomas, Donata Jibison, Shamar Booth. Up top, Javane Bryan, Rivaldo Mitchell, and Leonardo Jebison.
Yeah, they'll be playing with a 4-3-3 Waterhouse. Marcel Gill, their head coach. No Andre Fletcher in the starting lineup. Not 100% fit. And so maybe Marcel Gill thinking to use him as an impact player instead. That's a big deal for this Waterhouse starting 11.
Jerome Waite has put out this lineup for Tivoli Gardens. Diego Horton in goal, Nadine Pennicook, Richard Brown, and Barrington Price. Those are the back 3. 4 in the middle of the park. They have Nathan Thomas, Howard Morris, Keena Simpson, and Alton Lewis. And up top, Horatio Morgan, Anthony Nelson, and Justin Dunn, the 16-goal leading scorer in the JPL. That's the lineup for Tivoli.
Yeah, no surprises. They're playing with a 3-4-3 formation as usual. Jerome Waite and Justin Dunn will be coming off the wide area instead of being a central striker. Never been a big fan of that this season, but Jerome Waite has manipulated that 3-4-3 a bit as the season has gone on. Anthony Nelson works another start, and Horatio Morgan used in the starting lineup on this occasion. There's been some rotation in that position. We have seen the likes of Nikolai Fuller in that role as well, but this time it's going to be Horatio Morgan, a bit more experienced Morgan, and Nathan Thomas, who has been arguably the best number 6 this season in that defensive midfield role with Shep, would play in front of that back line. I think between himself and Marlon Martin, we'll probably see later on, have been the 2 best in that position this year.
That's Nathan Thomas.
I think his role critical if Tivoli are to go all the way this season, and he's shown his usefulness right throughout. Didn't start the season in the starting lineup for Jerome Waite, but he has really come of age and has done very well. Incredible engine, Nathan Thomas.
Garnered a lot of confidence from Jerome Waite as we get ready for the action. Miss kicking that one was Thomas. Denada Thomas sending that one forward, but that was cut out. And a whistle early on the play. Tivoli Gardens with a free kick.
As I said, no Andre Fletcher, so they won't have that same level of width. Will Waterhouse not 100%, a man who scored 11 goals this season. Andre Fletcher in excellent form. It will be the twin pairing instead of Denada Thomas and you say Nicoy Christian in the middle. Can Nicoy Christian come alive like he did a couple of years ago in the shirts of Dumble Holding?
Wasn't very impressive in the matchup against Harbourview in the final game of the regular season, Nicoy Christian. He must deliver for them on this occasion.
Did play better in the second match of the season against Tivoli Waterhouse. It was a Nadine Pennycook winner. It did come early, but Waterhouse had their opportunities. I thought battled a bit better, were a lot more competitive, but still it was a Tivoli win.
Here's Alton Lewis trying to whip this one in. Handled well by the Waterhouse defense, but it's still a line for Tivoli. Thomas on the ball. Keena Simpson now for Tivoli. Can go all the way back to Barrington Price. He does. Good play from Tivoli. They were trying to open up the defense and they've been resilient so far. A whistle again on the play for them. Looks to be Lewis, the man mishandled by Shamari Dallas. Keith Nicholson just having a quick word with the Dallas. Alton Lewis and Howard Morris, the pair of Tivoli players standing behind this one.
I'm almost sure this will be Alton Lewis from the wide area. Very good from the dead ball. He's one of Tivoli's players of the season for sure, Alton Lewis.
Here's the delivery. Headed away. Not very clear. Nathan Thomas goes all the way to the pavilion.
Usually much better with his deliveries, Nathan Thomas. That was a lot, way too shallow.
That's Marcel Gill, head coach of Waterhouse. Also assistant coach at St. George's College. The last qualifying campaign was head coach of the under-20 national team, Jamaica. Experienced campaigner.
Might want to forget that one for other reasons. Of course, that season Waterhouse won the preliminary round and then struggled in the playoffs, finishing 4th. And he had to leave to go on those under-20 duties, and Waterhouse struggled without him. Right here at Sabina Park as well. Did look that even though Waterhouse had the best goal difference coming into, say, those last 5 to 10 games, that because they were so inconsistent right throughout the season, that they might have been the ones to miss out. It looked as if Dumble Holding were finding form, and so were Montego Bay for sure. And then 2 big injuries for Dumble Holding kind of hampered the rest of their campaign.
Well, a lot of times we speak of Captain Fantastic. That's Jerome Waite, perhaps Coach Fantastic. What a turn of fortunes for Tivoli Gardens. And he's certainly not shy in admitting his own impact for the Tivoli Gardens team.
Yeah, from 11th to 3rd. And when you think that they'd only managed 5 wins last season and 22 points, So to have 51 points at the end of the preliminary round with 15 wins is a massive improvement. 10 more wins and what, some 29 additional points?
Seismic.
Yeah. It's basically just with basically the same squad. It's very few additions or very few changes, I would say.
Been a cagey affair so far after 5 minutes played. Will we see some change in that respect? Nathan Thomas doing what he does well, breaking up the play. Winning possession for Tivoli. That ball booted away by Jaheim Brown. The right full back for Waterhouse. It's a throw-in for Tivoli. Here's Tivoli trying to come forward. That Mauricio Morgan was trying to get a foot to that one. Played out by Foster. Sends Javine Bryan in chase. Tried to slip it forward, but Barrington Price would have none of it. Valda Mitchell was the man. That pass was for Javine Bryan, 14 goals this season. Struggled to get that final, or that all-important goal against Harbourview.
He found it.
Eventually.
To secure their position.
That's Jemison trying to get around Simpson. Gets the shot off. Was off target. But the first attempt towards goal in any respect.
One of the players that came into this Waterhouse squad, Leonardo Jibison from Mount Pleasant. Was a part of the winning Mount Pleasant team last season. Leonardo Jibison.
Thomas on the ball. Doing well against Tenada Thomas of Waterhouse. Played it forward for Dunn, who managed to keep possession for Tivoli. They get the throw in as well. Alton Lewis sends it forward. Brown sent to Jibison. Keena Simpson has him for company. Plays it forward. Brown on the overlap. Goes back to Jibison. Good play here for Waterhouse. Here's the delivery. Alton Lewis was with his opposite number 31, Rivaldo Mitchell. He was waiting to pounce, was Mitchell. Lewis did well to play it out for a corner kick.
Important to stay alert and mark on the blind side. That rotation coming in, which was important from Lewis's perspective. That was a nice delivery towards the back post. And many a times you see those kind of deliveries catching out the opposition. Not on this occasion. Not an overpowering forward player by any means, Rivaldo Mitchell, with the head, much better with his feet.
Here he is. Nicola Christian sends it across. Javine Bryan under his spell now. Jibison doing well to let it go out for the corner kick.
Jefferson player that was brought in instead of Andre Fletcher.
All things being equal, we should see Andre Fletcher being introduced later on in the game. Not at 100%, but certainly has enough legs under him to go for about a half or 30 minutes thereabout. Nathan Thomas getting that intercepting. Nicole Christian committing the infraction against him.
Yeah, Nicole Christian wanted a 1-2 play with Rivaldo Mitchell, but turned away Mitchell and was well closed down. Good work, Nathan Thomas, yet again. As they say, he's everywhere.
Ubiquitous. Pennicook, the captain, plays it forward. Keena Simpson. Too much on that one. Horatio Morgan couldn't get to that one at all.
Welcome to the breeze at Sabina Park. You will learn from that pass, heavy cross wind.
Dallas. Christian goes away with Jibison. Trying to advance as Jibison sends it to Jaheim Brown. Good play. Well intercepted was Javin Bryan was there.
Yeah, Jibison getting in the thick of things there and deflected out for a corner. Keena Simpson or Nathan Thomas closing him down yet again, forcing the error in terms of shot. Nice cross-field pass it was, though, by Nicole Christian to open up the move.
Third corner for Waterhouse. Christian with the delivery. Tivoli able to clear. Not very far, though. Justin Dunn trying to out-muscle Jibison. Commits a foul.
Well done, Jibison. And as I said, with Jibison on that flank, unless Jaheim Brown overlaps a lot, I do expect the same width from Waterhouse and there. Andre Fletcher likes to hug the line and then cut in on the left foot, but Jibison is more of a central player. So it will need Jaheim Brown to get forward a lot more, as we saw the previous play.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that.
Jaheim Brown coming into the squad, former standout when he was at St. George's College a few years ago. This scorer as well, his first goal as a Premier League player, Brown.
Anthony Nelson there, unable to get that one under his spell. Gave up the throw. Morgan did well to get it to Nelson. Can he get by both? Trying to flick it forward. Did come off a Waterhouse play. It's another throw in for Tivoli Gardens. Lewis doing well to keep that in play. Sends the cross. Whistle there on the play.
Yeah, a bit too robust from Justin Dunn. Running into the back of Brown. Nelson didn't hit the target anyhow. Should have hit it there. Nice delivery on this occasion from Alton Lewis. Yeah, you could see Dunn there not really challenging for the ball. Bulldozer in Brown. I like the rotation from the Tivoli front three, though, at regular intervals as well. Now Horatio Morgan has moved to the right-hand side. Let's get in a different perspective. Obviously, different defenders will show a different challenge. So,
good work from Nathan Thomas. Still on the ball. Gets it to Pennicook. Has a habit of going forward for this Tivoli team. Keena Simpson. Still Thomas. Done. From distance. Keeping Kemar Foster alert. First shot on target. Jemison now for Waterhouse. Christian. Ball sent forward. Headed away by Matthews. Here's Shamari Dallas. Gennady Thomas not alert to the danger there and gave it away. Ball sent forward now for Rivaldo Mitchell. Justin Brown left an imprint there, but perhaps too much, says the referee. Did have the look as if he was going for a card. And that's what caught the attention of quite a few of the defenders. Another look at it.
Does play the ball initially. Brown skews off his foot, and then the follow through. Have mentioned off here that I think Richard Brown would be that centre back that they would look to target as well, Waterhouse, because he does have a bit of rashness about him, does Brown. No finesse to his tackling, and is pretty used to picking up cards at wrong points.
Christian with the delivery. Still alive for Waterhouse. Christian.
That's too much on that. But yeah, back to the Richard Brown challenge. I just think it might have been the follow-through, even though initially, and he didn't make great contact, he kind of shot off the outside of his boot. So I could understand Okita Nicholson making that call, because the follow-through, two-legged, took out Rivaldo Mitchell. And again, those are the kind of challenges where, you know, you want a little bit more finesse, and you just wonder if that could be a talking point in this fixture as it goes on in this time.
Diego Horton, the custodian for Tivoli Gardens, being treated. Yeah, love to see the crowd support in the quarter-final round of the Jamaica Premier League. Of course, powered by Ray Nephew. Someone called me earlier, a fellow parent at my children's school, saying, where can I get tickets? So you know the buzz is about Chris Taylor. I'm sure you got a few of those calls yourself.
Quite so. Premier League heating up. It's been well marketed in the off part, in the off period as well. Lots of stuff on Instagram and the other social media platforms. It's been on the radio, it's been on the television as well. So good to see that from their marketing team. Do know Owen Hill spent some time on the SportsMax zone as well to promote Premier League football and what they intend to do.
Brought a gift from Mariah. Not sure if he'll bring any gifts for us.
It's not time for Christmas lists or wishes.
Play resumes. Tivoli with a throw-in. Jermaine Bryan made that Justin Dunn all the way back, helping in the defensive duties. Ball sent forward for Nelson. Did well the first time to get it under control. Turning and finally able to get it to Dunn. Can Dunn get into the area? Alton Lewis. Double digit in form of assists, Alton Lewis. Can he spark for them again? Chips it forward for Nathan Thomas. High boot on that occasion. And Shamar Booth, the player that was against. Here's Anthony Nelson, got the shot off, but didn't get the kind of finesse that he needed. Some marginal moments can be the difference in these encounters, and didn't miss by just the margin on that occasion. Nelson on the ball for Tivoli. Morgan doing well within themselves. Jaheim Brown giving up the throw in there. Pennicook from distance. Dallas chips that one forward. Justin Brown able to head it away, but Mitchell on the ball. Nathan Thomas dispossessed him. Here's Dunn. That one given away almost. Lewis now will try to advance for Tivoli. Goes the way of Thomas. Good pass forward. Keena Simpson being hounded by Jibison. Jibison plays it forward. Good work for him. Brown sends this one forward, looking for Nelson. Lewis on the ball. Gets Justin Dunn in the conversation now. And a crucial intervention that from Denada Thomas to play it out for a corner kick. The first for Tivoli Gardens. Alton Lewis standing behind this one. Gets it in the area. So much space for, and look at that! Off the upright! Thomas there had to do a defensive work to play that out. It was really good build-up play from Tivoli Gardens. Horatio Morgan did well. We'll give you the replay. Here's still alive. Dunn sending it in the area, and it's played in. Nikita Nicholson says it's a foul.
Yeah, infringement on Kemar Foster, who got a touch on the header from Anthony Nelson moments before. I do think Nelson should have probably scored that one, though. This was the delivery. A miscued shot. Actually was good work from Nelson to redirect the header, but excellent save from Kemar Foster. And then this moment, yeah, I think Howard Morris there using the arm to foul Kemar Foster. Good call, Akita Nicholson. But what a save it was from Foster, touching it onto his crossbar. First big chance of the game.
Momentum building certainly for Tivoli Gardens, and Elvis Wilson giving away a simple throw-in on that occasion.
especially on this right-hand side with Alton Lewis. That's where they're causing the problems. Tivoli.
Justin Dunn certainly very much involved in all facets of the game so far. Barrington Price. Too much on that one. Horatio Morgan, who had that delivery towards Anthony Nelson, couldn't get to that one. Well, so much happening at Sabina Park, and Janae is with a fan in the stands.
And we're here in the stands for the JPL fan spirit. I'm here with the kids today, Donald, Tyler, and Jazari. Donald, talk to me. Why are you here at playoffs, Tivoli versus Waterhouse?
To support Tivoli Gardens FC.
And you told me a while ago that you're supporting a particular player. What's his name?
Nathan Thomas, number 4.
Well, you do have a big baller beside you, Jazari. You play for Ballers Academy, and talk to me about that goal and how watching professional football impacts you.
Well, it's feel wonderful to watching professional football, and and when I scored a free kick, it was feel very nice.
So
I scored a winning goal.
So one day you want to play for Tivoli?
Yes.
Well, there's a guy beside me that doesn't want to play for Tivoli. He wants to play for Cavalier. Why Cavalier of all of the 14 teams?
My mother did play for Cavaliers when she younger.
So football runs in your family?
Yes. My uncle played for Stats. And me, I'm G-man.
And you want to be a footballer when you grow up?
Yes.
Okay. Well, guys, before we go, the match is exciting. You know, it's 2 teams. Waterhouse, Tivoli, the fans are coming out. But what is your prediction?
2-1 Tivoli Gardens.
All right, Tyler, what's your prediction?
My prediction, I think Tivoli are going to score 1 goal.
All right. And the baller beside me, Jazari, what is your prediction?
2-0 Tivoli.
Okay, guys, well, you've heard it from the kids. Let's see if any of their predictions are right, but we have to go back and watch the match. So, Donald, I mean, Dean and Chris, back to you.
What a bit of action we saw during that little break there. Denado Thomas getting a shot from outside the area. Diego Horton had to do well to keep that one at bay, ensure that it was not going to trouble the goal. Wilson sends this one forward. Quite a few of the substitutes warming up, Chris, for Waterhouse. Andre Fletcher among them.
Both Andres, Fletcher and Leslie. From early, just in case. Nevada Blair as well.
Mitchell on the ball. Justin Brown doing well there.
Sure about that clearance from Richard Brown, high into the air, but no real distance on it.
Luckily for them, Tivoli. Eventually it was played further forward, but now in possession for Waterhouse. Brown, Jaheim Brown, good flick, releases Denardo Thomas, keeps his footing. Keno Simpson will cover this one for Tivoli. Can he prevent the corner? Yes, he can.
Again, looking to free a wide player is Waterhouse, but Gibson just not there late in terms of coming forward. As I said, not a natural on that side. Denardo Thomas had quite a bit of space on that occasion. Still waiting on him to come alive this Premier League season. Integral, I think, if Waterhouse are really going to do well. They need a strong Denardo Thomas in these playoffs.
Here's Nelson for Tivoli. Chip forward for Alton Lewis. Brought down by Mitchell. Jibison, hounded by Horatio Morgan, still has the ball. Still Jibison, gets by two. Can he get it across? Given away to Richard Brown. Calm as you like, he now plays it forward. Good interception that. Here's Shamari Dallas. Can he whip it across? He tries.
Coming into their own slowly but surely, Waterhouse. Good skills on that occasion from Gibson. Disappointing cross though from Dallas. Good energy from Shamari Dallas on that side. Not allowing Nelson to settle. And overlapping well, but needed more quality in the delivery. Do you remember before when they had the likes of Ricardo Thomas and Kimani Campbell in those flank areas? Waterhouse deliveries from the wide areas were spectacular. Those two with great ability, but they no longer have their talents.
Neil Bigger Thompson enjoying the action.
In his red and black. Probably looking forward to the Arnett Gardens match a bit later. Was assistant coach at Humble Lion earlier in the season with Andrew Price.
Nelson. Chip forward for Justin Dunn. Can he keep it in play? Waterhouse able to trying to play it out, but good work from Tivoli. Alton Lewis winning the throw-in on that occasion. Here's Bryant to Jimison. Waterhouse trying to build momentum. Jibison still going forward. Slips it for Jaheim Brown. Keena Simpson did well to cut out any effectiveness of that delivery. Took the venom out of it. Did give up a corner kick though. Taken short, Nico Christian. Here's the delivery. Diego Houghton missed that one entirely. But no play at the back post. Denada Thomas was there. Couldn't get a foot to it or a head. And another opportunity wasted for Waterhouse, you'd say. Here's another look at it. Brian was there, Thomas was there. None of them could get contact to that one. Jermaine Brown is actually asking for a foul on that occasion. Not sure why. Dallas. Brian. Christian. Sent forward for Valda Mitchell. Can't control it first time. Gives Tivoli time to recover. Richard Brown with him. Slip for Dallas. Good challenge by Alton Lewis to break up that play, and he plays it forward now. Good work from Elvis Wilson to get in front of Anthony Nelson. Foul on that play. Nico Christian, the player brought down by Nathan Cantor Thomas. How about this for delivery? Chris Taylor, Nico Christian there.
Yeah, the kind of range you could go for goal, but I'm not sure if Nico Christian will go for it. Has been criticized somewhat of not taking enough shots. Nico Christian has 7 assists already this season, does Christian.
Christian, directly to goal, punched away by Houghton. Played out for the corner kick eventually.
Yeah, lack power there, Nico Christian. A bit surprised that Houghton didn't just hold it. Went for the punch instead and almost put it back into the business area. They just caught that Houghton, but the footwork wasn't the best.
It's another corner kick for Waterhouse. Taken shot. Christian gets the return ball, trying to go through, but Nelson was equal to the task. Plays it forward for Howard Morris. Fouled, trying to get the kick quickly. Here's Barrington Price. Howard Morris. Harisha Morgan. That shot wayward. Here's Dallas. Hounded by Nelson, fouled. 40 minutes gone in this one. Brown. Mitchell has switched flanks. Brown still overlapping. Doing lots of good work, but he loses possession there. Nathan Thomas almost gave it away in a dangerous area and points to the spot as Akita Nicholson. Nathan Thomas gave it away to atone for his mistake, had to bring down a player, and Waterhouse now has a glorious opportunity. To take the lead in the first leg of the quarter-final round. Here's another look at it. Gave it away, and he did use his leg to hack Javane Bryan.
Yeah, good call, Akita Nicholson. Wasn't the initial challenge, but then the second part of the play, or as they say, the second action, to lift his foot and ensure that Bryan could go no further. No surprise that it probably will be Javane Bryan who will take the penalty. He's already scored a couple this season. Up to this moment, Waterhouse have failed to score against Tivoli Gardens all season. 3-0 and 1-0 their defeats.
Diego Horton, the custodian, being treated. That man has the responsibility from 12 yards, has held on to the ball for the better part of 2 minutes now, thereabout. Can he convert? Justin Dunn perhaps giving him some tips. What's on the mind of Jerome Waite? Can Javane Bryan handle the weight? Alton Lewis giving up intimidating words. Can he get into the mind of Javane Bryan? Shamar Booth pushing him away. Lots of penalty kicks over the weekend and last week at European football. What will we see? Lengthy wait as Javane Bryan faces Diego Horton. Can Waterhouse go one goal clear? Bryan easily does it. That's number 15. Waterhouse with the lead, courtesy of the talisman Javane Bryan. If it had to be someone, you'd expect it to be him. And the bellowing sounds of the speaker system here at Sabina Park echoes the sentiments of Waterhouse. In the lead, in charge at the moment, perhaps you could say, against the run of play.
Horton going the wrong way, and just as he leaned right, Bryan put it to his left. Good penalty from Bryan. calm and composed. That has been a story of his season thus far for Waterhouse. Impressive. 15 on it. And I think he was playing Tier 2 football up to last season.
Mitchell acting for that one, but nothing to it. Here's Tivoli trying to go the other way. They managed to, eventually giving up the advantage they had. 5 minutes to be added to the first half. Lewis to Thomas. Here's Morris. Morris! Kemar Foster equal to the task. Alton Lewis there, still on the turf. Nicole Christian being shown the yellow card. Here's another look at it. Certainly time will be added to the added time because of that injury on Alton Lewis. Ball played forward by Kemar Foster. How will Tivoli rebound? Marisha Morgan bundled over. Lewis sends this one forward. Jaheim Brown heads away for Waterhouse. Keeno Simpson trying to keep it alive, but Jibison was there for Waterhouse. Nathan Thomas gets by one, goes for the shot. Nothing much on that one. Kemar Foster alive. Of course, Nathan Thomas had a glorious moment in the 2018 Manning Cup final, albeit a deflected effort, secured the win for Kingston College, and perhaps famous words in his interview at the end of that encounter. Well, gave up the penalty in this one. Can he redeem himself? Here's Mitchell for Waterhouse. Flips it forward for Dallas. Alton Lewis demonstrating, thinking that he managed to clip it off at Dallas's foot for the throw-in for them, Tivoli that is. Keaton Nicholson and the assistant referees didn't see that. Here they come now. Howard Morris to Nelson. Steps forward for Keeno Simpson. Can he whip it across? It was low. Lacked a bit of direction as well. Still alive. Here's Dunn. Javane Bryan coming back to clear it from his opposite number 9. Here's Tivoli once more. Nelson to Thomas, chips it in the area. Bryan will boot it forward now. And Akita Nicholson has seen enough of the first half. Quarter-final first leg action in the Jamaica Premier League. Waterhouse had the majority of the corner kicks, but certainly the moment that turned it for them was courtesy of a penalty given by Nathan Thomas of Tivoli. And Javane Bryan, their talisman this season, duly obliged and converted from 12 yards. Waterhouse, they'll go into the break with a lead. Will Tivoli be able to rebound in the second half and get the crucial advantage going into the second leg? Well, that's to be determined. But what we see so far, Waterhouse leading Tivoli by a 1-0. Bray Nephew, Jamaica Premier League quarter-final first leg action.
Yeah, we're here, right here. Jamaica Premier League action, Renevi Jamaica Premier League action, and it's been an enthralling first half between Waterhouse and Tivoli. Waterhouse with a 1-0 lead, but I do think that this Waterhouse team, they've been operating really well on the wings. Tivoli, they need to start putting more effort into their final actions. We have Dean, we have Chris. We're going back upstairs now.
Thank you so much, Lidge. Waterhouse leading this one by the odd goal. Tivoli Gardens had some moments in the first half. Waterhouse took theirs. Let's see how the second half, the second 45 will unfold. Waterhouse trying to build on the right-hand flank. Pennycook there blocking the passage of Javane Bryan, who certainly would have his eyes on equaling the tally of goals with someone on the pitch who is the leading scorer at the moment. Here's the substitution made. Trevon McCain, Nathan Thomas removed. Interesting change. Shane Brown with a throw in for Waterhouse. Gets it to Christian. Jimison. Trying to slip around to Jaheem Brown, but ran out of touch. Morgan to Nelson. Fouled in a dangerous area, Anthony Nelson.
Yeah, out on loose kind of territory. I think both himself or Howard Morris would like this. Morris good from the dead ball as well. Interesting change. Thomas going out on a yellow card. Probably doesn't want to risk going down to 10 players as well. not sure he was keeping the discipline as well as Jerome Waite would have liked, Nathan Thomas, but I still would like to see another rotation in that front three. I want to see Justin Dunn in more of the central position, even if it means Anthony Nelson must go wide. But I think the leading goal scorer, Dunn, needs to be in that striker's position.
Lewis to goal. Gets the corner kick. Lobbying Makita Nicholson for more than that, a penalty. Here's another look at it.
The arm was raised, but it was alongside the body, and that was almost an own goal off the head of Denarda Thomas.
Lively start for Tivoli. Here's another look at that one. Thomas there with the flick-on header.
Good defending in the end, you'd have to say, from Denarda Thomas, because there are some orange shirts lurking behind him. Would have had it and not in.
Sent in the air by Lewis. Dunn in the thick of things. Plays it out to Morris. Releases Lewis.
Oh, wow.
Not the kind of quality we've associated with Alton Lewis this season at all.
Wanted to hit it one time, disappointed with the effort. Probably could have taken a touch because no one was closing him down. Both himself and Morris. Two good passes from wide areas.
Good work from Horatio Morgan. Keena Simpson, Howard Morris. Here's Richard Brown. Penny Cook. Morris doing well to turn, open space. Here's Lewis. Can't go. Goes to the area. Horatio Morgan is there. Got it under control. Can he find an outlet? McCain to Keena Simpson. Can he whip it across? Does manage to get it across. Still not cleared. Keena Simpson, will he? That McCain, will he fire? All sorts of traffic. Keena Simpson now with the delivery. Morgan. His first touch let him down there. Still alive. Lewis now. Fought Tivoli. Chip for Dunn. Dunn in the area. Gets it. Got the shot off. Wide of the target.
Yeah, but again, Justin Dunn is a player being found outside of the box. Your leading goal scorer with 16 goals.
Amazing.
You're number 9. Yeah, outside of the box he is. That's just not where you want him. Still can't understand it. Nelson has to lead the line, who just has 2 goals this season, Anthony Nelson. And again, Horatio Morgan getting those critical touches where you would want Justin Dunn.
Absolutely.
You will say there's a method to his madness, but right throughout the season, whenever he's done that with Dunn, I have disagreed with that move, and I don't think he has been as effective, Justin Dunn.
Good work from Richard Brown. Playing it forward. Nelson giving chase, but cleared by Waterhouse. Here's Nico Christian. Offside flag was up.
Yeah, that was lazy from Mitchell, though. Shouldn't have been caught offside there. Had a full look of the, could look right across the Caesar line.
Here's McCain. Howard Morris. Done. Pennycook trying to hold off Mitchell and Bryan, but Mitchell gets away. Only just. Still Mitchell gets the shot off. Diego Horton was in position. Spreads it forward. Jaheim Brown clipping the legs of Horatio Morgan. Jerome Wade still looking steel-faced, showing little or no emotion. Anton Lewis. Done. Keena Simpson gives chase. Can't keep it in. Here's McCain. Good work from him. Morgan gets it to Lewis. McCain trying to swing it across. Took a deflection off Brown. Kept alive by McCain still. Looks easy on the ball, does McCain. That one fell nicely for Pennycook. No seasoning on that one for Pennycook.
Yeah. Do like their intensity in the first 15 minutes, in the first 10 minutes of the second half, though. Tivoli Gardens looking more purposeful going forward, as they did at the start of the first half. But yeah, not necessarily the player you'd want to be seen picking it up from 20 yards and having a striker, Dean Pennycook. His best score in Premier League season, 4 in it. By no means from 20 yards.
Dangerous moments there. Kevin Bryan being the thorn. Diego Horton unable to gather it well. All's well that ends well, they say. Tivoli Gardens able to recollect themselves. Ball played forward. Well intercepted. Howard Morris.
Tivoli is trying to be a little bit too cute with some of their passes. That's a high boot for sure.
Certainly nothing malicious about that one.
Marcel Gill asking for a card. He thinks there should have been a booking there. Wants to know why not. It was dangerous from Morgan. As he rightfully said, I don't think there was any intent.
Pennycook doing well, recovering well. Going forward. Here's Morgan. Has options far right. Finds Dunn. Dunn was a fullback before this season. Gets it across. Morgan now in glory land. Morgan can't finish. Morris. He slipped as well. And the man who should be there, I think, is Dunn. He's outside the area. McCain, the substitute. Forced all the way back. Here's Barrington Price. Trying to stab it forward. Morgan just doesn't have the striker's instinct, it seems. Keena Simpson to Morris. His chip intercepted. Still alive for Tivoli. Pennycook there. Morris. Keena Simpson. Jebison now trying to clear for Waterhouse. Gets by one. Sprays it forward. That flick pass for Nicole Christian. Can't connect. McCain. That one cut off. Jaheim Brown has to clear Anthony Nelson there. Finally out for a throw-in.
Yeah, Tivoli trying to build something, but I agree. Good balls being put in the box, but being put in the box from a Justin Dunn perspective, and nobody with a striker's instinct in the area. Horatio Morgan has seen a couple of them, has done nothing. Nelson has kicked and missed. Horatio Morgan was a surprise inclusion into the starting lineup. I thought Nikolai Fuller would have been that player with a little bit more intensity and speed in the wide areas, Fuller, and I think it's probably time for him.
He's actually being warmed right now.
Yeah, I think he will ask more questions of that back line of Waterhouse, especially in the wide areas, Fuller. Skillful and direct, and a bit quicker than Horatio Morgan. But yeah, they need to get done in that 18-yard box. Crazy that all these opportunities are happening and Dunn isn't a part of it inside the area.
It's a wonder. I'm absolutely shocked, Chris Taylor.
It almost seems like suicide to me.
Can the schoolboy from Excelsior be the difference maker as he gets ready to enter the field of play?
Lennox Russell as well getting ready. Another player who plays out wide.
Given away by Pennycook. Denardo Thomas now has acres of space. Can he make them pay? Thomas. Brian running, so is Christian. Cut out well by Barrington Price.
3-on-2 scenario in Waterhouse's favour, and Denardo Thomas couldn't pick the pass. Disappointing from a Waterhouse perspective.
Hasn't sparked today at all, has Denardo Thomas. Here's McCain to Lewis. Lewis to Dunn. Still outside the area is Dunn. McCain and Lewis now combining. Can Lewis find the pass in the area? Trying to create the overload on that right hand side is Tivoli. Here's Morris. Couldn't find the control, and Waterhouse collectively breathe a sigh of relief. Mitchell now. Pennycook with him. Gets the pass, and Richard Brown there. Towering figure, imposing character, and Shamari Dallas was unable to get a foot to it.
Too many touches from Rivaldo Mitchell on that occasion, and he's asking Denardo Thomas how come he didn't get there, but he needed to play that ball earlier into Thomas, did Mitchell. There was no benefit from him taking an extra touch there with the dribble, unless he was using Denardo Thomas as a decoy and looking to cut inside. And again, it's another wasted opportunity, I think, for Waterhouse.
Download the SportsMax app today, get it on the Google Play or the Apple App Store, and watch action in the Renee for Jamaica Premier League playoff rounds. And there's so much more European football, knockout competitions, live on the app. Here's the delivery in the area. Played by Jaheim Brown. It's a corner kick for Tivoli.
Yeah, for once, Justin Dunn was in the 18-yard box, and he was the target.
Taken short. Dunn again being the provider, gets another corner kick. Hart Morris in the area. No one to head it towards goal. McCain. Javane Bryan with the clearance.
Surprised McCain didn't look to hit it one time, running onto it. Blast it and hope for the best, even if there was a deflection. Always a chance that that deflection could have taken it beyond Foster in the goal, because with lots of bodies around, it could just work for you.
Good turn from Pennycook. Lewis trying to weave his way against the corner kick.
Well, they're going to make a change, Dean Smith, but it's not Fuller who is going to be used first. It looks like it's going to be Lennox Russell.
Anthony Nelson, the player he'll replace.
No surprise in that change. So I think Dunn will now go central and Russell will take the space on the flank. That makes sense.
We shall see, shan't we? Here's the corner kick. Pennycook was there. Justin Dunn was just about in the area. Hoping that penalty would have been called after that challenge from Jaheim Brown.
Well. I think what saved Jaheim Brown is that he tried to withdraw his foot. That could have been the only thing.
Here's the corner once more.
I would love to see that again, though, because
Absolutely.
the boot was certainly high. Dunn going to the ball, but then Brown removing his foot. That's the only thing that I think Okita Nicholson could have seen to say, well, maybe not a penalty, but a corner. Look at it here.
The reaction from the players always telling as well. There actually wasn't any contact made there. I think he feigned it well, did Justin Dunn.
Yeah, very tight there. Just,
yeah.
I would love to see that slow motion again. Here
Absolutely.
you see.
Here's a look at it.
Brown goes up with the foot. Dunn has all eyes on the ball. Then he pulls it away just before. I think I could work with Okita Nicholson there.
I can.
I think with him pulling away the foot.
Yeah. Perhaps if Justin Dunn had continued to push his head forward, perhaps it would have been in his favor. But he too pulled away his head. And I think really a good call on that occasion from Okita Nicholson. Justin Dunn in the thick of things, perhaps where we all want to see him, certainly from a Tivoli Gardens perspective. All of 3 changes being made for, I'll make that 2 changes being made for Waterhouse. Nicole Christian exits. Keith Simpson will enter for him.
Yeah, 11-goal man Andre Fletcher did say he wasn't 100% fit, so he couldn't manage the full 90. He'll get just under half an hour. Rivaldo Mitchell, who has had a very good second half to the season. 5 goals, 6 assists. But not overly effective today, Rivaldo Mitchell. And the senior statesman, Keith Simpson. No surprise that Keith Simpson was left out, considering the pace of maybe the Tivoli attack. Well, let's see.
Thomas. Brian. Well headed by Alton Lewis to Diego Horton. Richard Brown plays it forward. Christopher Matthews there with the clearance. It's a throw in for Tivoli. Just over 20 minutes left in this one. Can there be an equalizer from Tivoli? They have looked purposeful.
Two-legged tie, so no worries. This won't be the all with all for Tivoli Gardens. 6 days from now, the second leg will be played.
Good work from Richard Brown there to head that away from Javine Bryan, who was waiting for it. Another change being made by Tivoli Gardens.
Surprise, surprise, they have decided to go Radico Wellington for Horatio Morgan, so no Nikolai Fuller for now. Did think that Morgan would have been taken off. I think it was a late decision to go for Radico Wellington instead. And with that, it has meant that Justin Dunn has now gone back into the wide area.
Here he is, Justin Dunn. Wins the corner kick once more. Dunn with the corner. Was in a dangerous area, you know. Fletcher spreads that one forward. Denardo Thomas with high knees. Gives chase, gets it. Gives it away though. From distance. Cameron Foster able to block it, but Lennox Russell had an eye for goal. Here's another look at it. Had some swerve about it, you know. Lots of action on the pitch and in the stands. As we see that clearance from Barrington Price. Great time to hear from Janae.
Yes, the vibes is right in the stands for the JPL fan spirit. A big fan of Waterhouse is beside me. Auntie Maxine, what's going on?
Well, I'm enjoying the game so far, watching my side ahead now, and I hope the guys pass the ball more accurate and share the ball around more. Score more goals.
I see you in the stands with your flag. I want to know if you made it. You made your flag?
No, my husband brought this from Trinidad when Waterhouse won. I think it was not Premier League, the other league, and they went to Trinidad.
Yes.
And he got this flag from Trinidad, and I still have it now.
And you are supporting Waterhouse today. They are leading in this contest. It is exciting. They are up against Tivoli Gardens.
Yes.
They come with the fan base. They come with the vibes. Do you think that Waterhouse will come out victorious?
Yes, they will win. They will win. They will win.
And what do you think that scoreline will look like?
2-0.
Okay, Auntie, well, I'm going to make you go back in the stands and enjoy yourself. We have more football to watch. Back to you, commentary.
Back to the action. It's a free kick for Tivoli Gardens. Christopher Matthews there with a late show of studs after that clearance. Can Tivoli Gardens make the most of it? Radico Wellington stands behind it, being buoyed on by the crowd. Being buoyed on by the crowd. You see them there. Will look to lift this one. Lifts it in the dangerous area. And it's in! What a moment! Tivoli Gardens are back in this one. A blunder from the defense. A moment of madness, you could say. You could also call it the brilliance of luck. Tivoli Gardens, they have the dance, but they have the all-important goal as well. What should have been a routine gather by Kamar Foster. Oh my, what a moment.
Yeah, changes in the defence line for Waterhouse, and they pay the price as well. Ball into the air from Radico Wellington, good from the dead ball. And miscommunication between Elvis Wilson and his goalkeeper Kamar Foster. Look at it here. Wilson letting it go. Foster forced to scramble. And yeah, look at it here. Yeah, slipped as well, Foster. Didn't get the footwork right. Could only touch it onto the upright. And I'm not sure if it had gone in initially. So Lennox Russell making sure.
Sure he did. Sure he did. How will Waterhouse respond? Honours even so far. Fletcher on the ball. Brought down a bit recklessly there by Justin Dunn. Waterhouse winning the corner kick. Devin Bryant there playing it off Richard Brown.
Third of the season for Lennox Russell. Tivoli, just like that, as I said, communication key for the back line.
Fletcher trying to get around. Alton Lewis would have none of it.
Still a lot of time left. Is this a momentum swing in the quarter-final?
The horns you're hearing, certainly not related to the match. The Honoured Gardens players have entered Sabina Park and they're warming up. And it's ruckus in the stands, Chris Taylor. The Junglists, they carry a lot of adoring fans. Waterhouse. Denata Thomas still trying the trickery and the flicks, but they haven't connected well for him all afternoon. Here's Jibison now. Slip in there. Keena Simpson able to play it forward. Radico Wellington. Russell, the man with the goal. All the way back to Barrington Price. Pennycook giving confident to Andre Fletcher. Fletcher goes away back. Dallas. Brian being hounded by Price, was clipped. Gets the call. Michaelia Fuller finally enters the field. Just Justin Dunn, the player he replaces. Keith Simpson and Fletcher there and thereabout. Simpson had to be played away, or was it? Was it actually? It was wide of the target.
Good attempt by Keith Simpson from that dead ball, just a little bit too much height on it. He's got a piece of the frame to dent it, the crossbar.
Here's Barrington Price. Good play. Keena Simpson. Howard Morris. Releases Fuller. Can he take on one? Can he get by Dallas? No, he can't. Still in possession for Tivoli. Here's Morris to the captain, Pennycook. Floated in the area. Russell has one. Play that one. Looking for the penalty.
Keita Nicholson says arms alongside the body. In a natural position, Gibson.
Russell turning on the stars there.
Yeah, very right. Right alongside his hip was the arm of Gibson. But
here's the delivery. The header! Wide of the mark! Radico Wellington was in glory land, and his fury being released on the advertiser's board there. Should have been towards goal. These marginal moments, Chris Taylor, you have to take them.
Yeah, the substitute Fuller with the delivery, good in the wide areas. We had asked how come we hadn't seen Fuller. This was the shot before. Yeah, it did hit the crossbar right in the air, the top of the crossbar from Keith Simpson. But that should have been the second goal for Tivoli from Radico Wellington. And then again I say, why is Radico Wellington in that position? And, well, Dunn is off now, but point is, why hasn't Dunn in these first 75 minutes been in those kind of positions? It's still a question that I'd love to hear the answer for in the post-match interview from Jerome Wade. But it seems to me that he's somewhat nullifying his best assets. And Wellington, I dare say, yeah, should have converted that. A free header should have at least hit the target and forced Foster into a save.
Fletcher getting by Fuller. Still on the ball. Corner kick. Pacing. Releasing the tension as you see him opening his arms, his hands. Marcel Gale. Javane Bryant showed too much on that occasion. Control needed to be a bit tighter. Barrington Price wasted no time to clear that one. Brown with the throw-in. Deep in the area, headed away by Pennycook. McCain. Play called back to the area. Play resumes. Here's Richard Brown. Morris. Lennox Russell. Slips it to McCain. Another substitute. Headed back. Thomas. Good work from Pennicook there. Jemison was streaking forward. Here's Jemison. Cleared away by Tivoli. Dallas now for Waterhouse, stabs it forward. Brian couldn't control under pressure, and now McCain able to go the other way for Tivoli. Trevor McCain to Russell. Russell plays it off. Jaheim Brown, it's a throw-in for Tivoli. Lovely crowd shot here. Look at the turnout for the first leg. This is what you want for football in the island of Jamaica, Chris Taylor. Andre Leslie on for Leonardo Jemison. Five minutes in regular time left in this one. Will there be a winner of the first leg? Or will it be a tie? 1-1 apiece. Portmore United in the house as well. The winningest team in top flight football in Jamaica. Of course, they would have started as Hazard United. They won their first title in 1992-93. And then later they renamed and moved, relocated from Clarendon to St. Catherine. Portmore United, the name change. Interestingly, quite a few teams, Chris Taylor, tied on 5 wins apiece. Harbourview, Tivoli, Santos, Arnett, Portmore with 7.
Yeah.
Bobby, they have 4. 2 from the Seba days. Here's Waterhouse. They have 2. And they have to do what they must do. Here's Fletcher with a good run. Richard Brown did very well there.
Yeah, you're not going to outmuscle him. Richard Brown uses physicality on that occasion and did well.
Has deceptive pace as well.
Yeah, Fletcher has to use his speed against him and trickery. Look to get around him from a distance, because once he gets close, you feel that Brown will use his physical advantage to win the ball.
Keena Simpson doing well there, just to dispossess Jaheim Brown. Barrington Price, calm as you like, plays it to Morris, who boots it forward. Rodico Wellington will give chase. Christopher Matthews doing well. Just about well enough. Wellington still giving him some problems there. Keith Simpson. Shamar Booth. Brian has to perfect the first touch, showing too much of the ball as a centre forward.
Yeah, touch is a bit heavy at times, Brian.
Lewis showing him how it's done. Russell has the flaps, has the weave, gets it across. Rodico Wellington can't finish though.
Not sure why he wasn't looking to hit that one time. Wellington allow it to come across your body and just hit it with the right boot. Not a natural striker by any means though, Wellington. That was an excellent move though by Lennox Russell.
After all the flats, there was no spritz there to finish it off. Here's a SportsMax app moment, brought to you by the SportsMax app. The second goal of the afternoon, Tivoli's equalizer. Rodico Wellington with the delivery, bamboozling everyone. Bit of miscommunication as well between the defender and Kemar Foster in goal. And Lennox Russell on hand to convert. Tandemonium for the West Kingston-based Tivoli Gardens.
Hosted a press conference in the designated press area at the 41 end of the ground. Thank you.
In the 90th minute now. Xavier Gilbert, first time in the quarterfinals. What a moment for him.
Up next,
Tivoli. What will they do next? McCain doing well. Still McCain in the area, gets it across. Dallas couldn't keep it in. Has been a good addition to the lineup for Tivoli, McCain. And when you think that he replaced Nathan Thomas and the team hasn't missed a beat, shows the depth of the Tivoli Gardens squad. Four minutes to be added to the second half. Here's the corner kick. Lennox Russell trying the acrobatic finish. He wanted to make the highlight reel, Chris Taylor. Change made by Waterhouse. James Dorman on for Shamar Booth. Here's a Pennycook for Tivoli. Pennycook in the area, trying to pull it back to McCain. Keith Simpson able to clear.
To remember that Odin Pennycook did score the winner in that 1-0 win for Tivoli. Driving into the box. I wonder if he was looking to relive that moment there. A goal now would certainly be a winner for these two teams.
Only 2 minutes to do so. Given away by Tivoli. Leslie trying to slip through Brian. Showed too much on that occasion. Morris. Lewis. Fuller. Can he sparkle from the flank? Gets it across. McCain. Can he fire? Not yet. Now he does. Block in the area there. No whistle on that occasion. Still alive. Wellington has time. Not the most convincing of efforts there. Here's Fuller still. Keena Simpson. What can he do from outside the area? Howard Morris. Turning away from his marker. Keena Simpson. Back to Morris. Strong defensive block. And Richard Brown. Almost comical in his attempt towards goal.
Yeah, I just had a feeling when it was laid off to him by Morris that it was something like that was coming from Richard Brown. And yeah, didn't get over it any at all. He was always heading well off target. Right now, as it stands, I think the player of the match will be coming from the orange and black for me. It would, I think, two candidates, probably Howard Morris, their number 7, decent game within the middle of the park for Tivoli, and Alton Lewis, I think the other, who is always consistent for Tivoli. Hard worker on the right side of that midfield. In fact, he's basically controlled that side, and he had Waterhouse under a lot of pressure in that first half.
Lewis. For me, it would be Lewis because of his effort in both halves. Here's Fuller now. Can he fire? Doesn't get much power to it. Can Keena Simpson keep it in? He did, you know.
Yeah, not really.
So his effort in both halves for me would give Alton Lewis the edge. Howard Morris has really come alive in the second half. But that's it for this first leg in the quarterfinal. Waterhouse versus Tivoli. Honours even. Certainly it came alive, especially in the second half. Tivoli falling behind courtesy of a Javane Bryan penalty in the first half, and they clawed their way back into contention to leave it open for the second leg. What a moment it has been. A good game of football in the overall scheme of things, Chris Taylor. Lots of chatter.
Yeah, I think fair result in the end, Dean Smith. I think first half Tivoli started better, then Waterhouse came into their own. I think Tivoli Gardens had a better second half than Waterhouse, showed more impetus from the get-go, and probably created enough opportunities that they should have scored more than just one goal. But I think at 1-1, both teams will say, yeah, that's about the correct result in these 90 minutes.
Full-time highlights now. 5 o'clock kickoff in sunshine. Nathan Thomas there, working and releasing that one for Justin Dunn, who fired towards the target. Kemar Foster not bothered by that one. Alton Lewis from the corner kick to Horatio Morgan, to Anthony Nelson off the crossbar, and it was a scrambled clearance. Then the delivery again came in. Howard Morris there committing the infraction against Kemar Foster and goal for Waterhouse. Lots of questions being asked. Nikita Nicholson with the correct call. Nicole Christian with that attempt towards goal, punched away, and the game would have changed here. Nathan Thomas with the slip, and as he slipped, he brought down Javane Bryan. Nikita Nicholson pointing to the spot. Javane Bryan, cool as you like, converting 15 goals for the season, only one behind Justin Dunn, the talisman for Waterhouse, showing why he's been perhaps a big revelation this season. Last year he played Tier 2 football. Howard Morris in the first half tried to test the keeper. Second half action now. Lewis with that kick, trying to get something there. Donato Thomas with a glancing header in the wrong direction. But this is where it changed for Tivoli. Rodico Wellington, what a delivery. Bamboozling all the players. for Waterhouse. Kemar Foster got a hand to it, but it only pushed it on the upright. Then back in the path of Lennox Russell, the substitute, who converted. Delight for Tivoli. Third goal of the season for Lennox Russell. This one, getting the apex there. And again, another great moment for Tivoli. Radika Wellington from point blank range. Should have really done better. And Akita Nicholson had enough of the first leg of the quarterfinal in the Rain Effort Jamaica Premier League. Here's the statistics. 4 shots on target from 9 attempts for Waterhouse, 4 on target from 14 for Tivoli. 19 fouls, 12 of them to Tivoli Gardens. Waterhouse, they had 2 yellow cards, 1 offside, 7 corners, and Tivoli Gardens had 9 corners. 3 saves made by each custodian, and Tivoli Gardens edging out the possession, 52%. And it's 1-1 at the end. Waterhouse and Tivoli Gardens, first leg of the quarterfinals. Rain Effort Jamaica Premier League.
Yeah, I'm here with today's man of the match. Hard fought game for Alton Lewis. I'm sure you expected a really tough game. How tough was it out there?
It was a very, very, very tough game. So we come from behind and get a 1-1 draw. But that's not the result we come for. But we go back to training session tomorrow and come again next Monday.
What exactly do you think that Waterhouse did to make it so tough for you?
As I say, we beat them 2 times for the season. So we know them will come out hard. But I will stick focus and fight to fight.
You still sound very confident for next week. I'm sure you're expecting to go through to the semi-finals.
Yeah, we're very, very, very confident. Come out Monday and put in a fight. And pick out a win and go to the semi-final.
All right, best of luck in that game and great performance today.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Alton Lewis there, no stranger to Man of the Match awards, of course. Played his part in Tivoli, coming from behind to get that 1-1 draw for his team. And it was for this team, this man who coached it, Jerome Wade, coach. It was a tough game. I know you expected one. What did Waterhouse do to make it so tough for you?
Well, put it this way. We didn't play the first half. Waterhouse had a better play. And you notice, these players have to understand, attitude don't win games. You have to come out there and play. It was a different second half, you know, once we made some substitution and then the Tivoli team came to life.
Yeah, and those substitutions, your subs always tend to make a difference in games. It must be really nice to have such a reliable bench.
Yes, but you know, the one player created 2 chances in which he should have even put away one. But we still have 90 more minutes to play.
Yeah, now what are you expecting from the game next week, judging off of this performance today?
Well, what I've seen with the Waterhouse team is my duty now to, you know, go and analyze and target what needs to be done and see how best we can win this game.
Well, thank you very much for your time, Coach, and best of luck next week.
All right, cool.
Yeah, Coach Jerome Waite there from Tivoli Gardens, and moving on now to Coach Marcel Gale of Waterhouse. Coach, a really tough game. You took the lead. I'm sure you're expecting at that point to get the advantage in this game.
Basically, we are grateful. I mean, we're still in it. I mean, the tie's not over. I think kudos to my team. I thought we played well. We had some objective today. I thought we met it. But the most important one today, we didn't keep a clean sheet. You know, but it's a mistake in that late moment where we talk about. I mean, you know, with our senior players in the park, we should do better in that moment. But we're still learning, and you know, we still can get better. And our next leg to go out there and play again.
Yeah, and it was a really impressive performance from your team, especially in the first half. Do you think that performance really set a platform for your team to go forward, not only in this tie, but in the next tie as well?
Basically, that's what we're working on and training all week. So it's just we go there, you know, execute. Just unfortunately, you know, we should kill off the game from first half. You know, we created enough chance to put away at least 2. But, you know, not knocking them. I mean, you know, our season Tivoli are better also. Today, we come closer. You know, who knows in the next game.
And you mentioned training, of course. There was a lot of set-piece routines that your team executed really well. Is that something that you focus on, especially in training?
Yeah, I mean, Tivoli it's a quality team. I mean, they finished third, a testimony of most because they're playing good football. So we know that it's going to be an even game. It's going to be an even game. I mean, the leading goal scorer, both leading goal scorer and two teams. So we know it's going to be a close. It's come down to fine margin. And we know that come down to fine margins. You know, those set plays can make a difference. So, you know, it's a cap in our arsenal. That's how we have to take it and move and going forward. But we're grateful today.
Thanks, Coach. All the best next week.
Thank you.
Great hearing from both coaches as we wrap up action in the first of the doubleheader here in the quarter-final leg of the Red F Jamaica Premier League. Waterhouse and Tivoli all square, 1 goal apiece as we get ready for the second encounter between Portmore United and Tivoli Gardens.